Hi, welcome to week 1 of Instructional Leadership. I'm your professor, Teresa Pedersen, and we're going to take a quick walk through Blackboard to get you started for the week. Just to make you aware, in the faculty contact is my information. This is my cell phone number. I live in Colorado, and I am remote teaching undergrads and grad students from Colorado. I'm a full-time assistant professor, formerly living in Iowa, but moved here to be with my husband who works at Fort Carson, Colorado. And I did talk a little bit about that in my welcome video prior to the week starting. So please don't hesitate to text me at this number. You can email me. I'm extremely responsive. I'll get back to you right away in most cases. And if I am going to be out of town, as I will be on and off over the next couple of weeks, I usually just send an announcement out saying I'm going to be unavailable for the next 4 or 5 hours, and then I'm usually back on. Course information. The syllabus is here, and it is ready to go for the term, and it talks about the different assignments and all of those, all that information, and you can see that there. And then we also have some other supplemental resources there. Coming here to content. This is, of course, what you're normally used to seeing in your grad classes. We've got our introductory discussion, which many students jumped ahead and were working on that last week. No issues there. We are now in Module 1. You will see all the dates there. Module 1, just a reminder about email. Please check your Northwestern email. It's the only one I will use. I do email comments, requests for conversations, or assignment redos, and I send out the news and notes in announcements as well. Here is Module 1, the role of the principal. Your required readings. This is the first book that we're going to work on. There are 2 texts for this course, which are both described in the syllabus. And this Peter DeWitt book is the first book that we are going to be using. It is an amazing book. It's one of my favorite books about instructional leadership. I think that you are going to really, really love it. So here are your first reading assignments for the DeWitt book, as well as some other things that I've handpicked. I am the course designer of the course, and I did handpick a lot of things that I thought would be helpful to you on your journey. Again, your supplemental readings are pretty standard. There's some really great stuff in there, so if you have the time, please check that out. Excuse me. The Instructional Leaders Learning Log is an assignment where you are going to track from weeks 1 to 7 some of the work that you're doing in the reading. You will go ahead and open up this particular document, and you will work on it in each module. There's 1 page for each module, and you'll just go ahead and type right into it. Basically, you pick a particular resource from the list of required resources, and then you do a reflection based on, so what does that all mean? How can I use that information in my current practice or my future practice as an instructional leader? And then I'm going to ask you to take that 1 step further. So past the so what is the now what, or the what now. So what can I go? Where can I go from here? If I've read this resource and I've really learned something from it and I found it helpful, you're going to seek another resource that you discovered that's either by that author or in the same topic or a type of resource. You really have a lot of freedom there. And then you're going to add a description of the resource and connect it back to your reflection. And you're going to do that for each of those modules, starting with Module 1. You will not turn it in until Module 7. So you just hang on to it and continue to add to it. And I have all of that directions right there as well. The first discussion post talks about roles and responsibilities of instructional leaders, standard policy with how I will score that, and I use the rubric that is in every one of our grad classes. Your next assignment, 1.2, is qualities of a principal as an instructional leader. Again, there's a graphic organizer that you are going to complete. I'll go ahead and open that up so you can take a look at it. So here, once you complete the readings and the videos and the podcast, you're going to discover what the qualities, skills, and responsibilities of the school principal for things like curriculum, instruction, and assessment. So you're going to here cite the source that had a comment that you were interested in for curriculum, instruction, and assessment. So I should see all of the sources here, and a source could show up in all three of those sections. Then based on what that quality, skill, or responsibility is, so whatever the source talks about curriculum and what the responsibility is, sorry about that, of the principal, you're going to put that skill, responsibility, or quality here. And then you're going to rate yourself based on these codes. So you're going to put an L here, or an S, or an M, or an SH, or an H. And then if you are anything below highly skilled in that area, you are going to put a little quick plan of, well, what are you planning to do to become more highly skilled? Are you going to be on a school improvement committee? Are you going to be on a committee that chooses the next reading series for your school? Whatever it is, you're going to put it there. And that's the first part of this assignment. And then you're going to do a reflection where you're going to go through these questions and you're going to answer each fully. I am very interested in your writing. I'm very interested in your ideas and the concepts. I'm very interested in how you're going to use this material in your practice as a future instructional leader. But I also require that your work be error-free, that your work be sophisticated in formal academic writing, that you use APA style for each assignment that you complete, and you give specific details and personal insights. So full points will always be given to those things, and I'm very clear in the directions about what I like to see and why it's important, and that will earn full credit. And then I will take points off if those things are not there. As you go into the assignment, you will notice there's a rubric for every assignment, so it's really easy to look at what you would have to do to earn the full points. The last assignment for this first module is a case study reflection. You're going to go ahead and look at this case. That's right here. It's about servant leadership. It talks about servant leadership up here. Then it gives you a case that I wrote about student leadership. And I used the leadership case studies in education and adapted it for our purposes there. And then you're just going to answer some questions there again in a graphic organizer. Even though it's in a graphic organizer, please make sure that it's error-free and that you have lots and lots of specific details. So those are your assignments for Module 1. I'm so excited to see what you come up with and what you're able to share. I know the discussions will be rich and valuable, as they always are in this particular course, and I think you're going to find you're going to love working with the people, your peers that are in this course as well. If you've gone through the introductory discussion, you have realized how amazing everybody is and their experience. It's just frankly quite amazing. So I'll be coming back in here tonight to continue answering. I do read every introduction post, and I do respond to each of your discussion posts there. I don't always respond, though I do read every single assignment in your discussion, every single post, every single response. But I don't often respond past the introduction unless there's something specific. Okay? So that is week 1 in instructional leadership. I am so glad that you are in my class. Please remember, if you have any questions or comments, reach out to me. There is also, if you notice here in Module 1, here at the end, there is a Questions Anyone forum where you can create a thread and put a question in as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Please remember that I pray for you by name every day. So if you have a prayer request, just drop it in an email or a text to me. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.